is Robert. There aren't a lot of Disney movies on my street. You don't see a lot of fairy godmothers in our windows. Most of our ogres are just ogres. Our toads stay toads. And our pumpkins don't turn into anything but pumpkin pie. But despite the lack of fairy tales, when I look into the windows that are lit at night, I do see brief segments of graves. Not whole movies, of course, but different clips of people living in heroic ways. Like Kelly, who sits by her window and uses her street light to do her homework because her power's been shut off. Or Jose, who checks his brother's homework every night and packs his book bag for the next morning. Or a tired mom, braiding her daughter's hair after working a 12-hour shift. Windows down, see a dad making macaroni stretched between 5 people. Grandmother using the rainwater to wash her granddaughter's clothes until the water can come back on. Or this tired mom in the corner apartment, turning off the TV and reading to her 2-year-old when she would rather go to bed and sleep forever. Or this retired Delphi worker, reading a Spanish dictionary, learning a new language at 71 so he can talk to the new neighbors he sees moving in across the street. Some windows are the kind of movies that you never want to pass by.
A comedy is usually going down in Gina's window. Someone laughing, their head thrown back. Someone imitating someone on TV. Someone poking fun and telling a good joke. Grandma up, dancing to some hip-hop music, shaking her fanny back and forth. Kids busting up, holding their stomachs, getting up off the couch, showing her how it's done. Those are the funny windows. Those are the windows I want to camp out in front of. But Stephen's house? Well, Stephen's house is known for the action movies. Some of the stunts you see going on in his windows are nuts. You see people running across the room, chasing each other, jumping over people sprawled out on the floor, dodging things, flying through the air, sometimes a hairbrush, a lamp getting knocked over. You see kids jumping in the back of the couch, squatting down, taking their position, like they're in some kind of secret mission. Teenage boys holding daddy's arm behind his back, mom on the cell phone calling for backup. It's crazy. It's an action movie, all right.
Windows are interesting things when you're walking home late at night. Makes time go faster. But I gotta tell you though, some windows are like really bad Lifetime movies on cable TV. One night, I saw this woman standing there, crying because some dude was getting ready to go out the door. She like throws her arms around him, begging him to stay. You can tell he's not listening, because he just keeps on walking. So she like jumps on his back, holding on, piggyback style. But he just keeps on walking, with her hanging on for dear life, like a monkey wrapped around a tree. I act like I'm not looking, and the dude comes walking out, slams the front door. But I can still hear the woman screaming, even through the closed window. What am I supposed to do now? What am I supposed to do? She's crying and shaking, chain smoking and dumping out dresser drawers on the floor. It's like this dude was her life, her glue. When people lose their glue, it should be private. And now she's just falling apart on the screen. I feel bad for watching. I feel my cheeks getting red, and I don't know why. I feel ashamed that I witnessed her piggyback desperation.
Some windows on the street are like this weird kind of science fiction movie, where you see this dad walking around perfectly normal, and then you watch him morph into some kind of alien creature. One minute his head is up, and the next is like his chin is attached to his chest. His fingers become wet, and he can't grip anything in his hands. He takes over the house and watch kids morph and discover people so they can inhabit the same universe with Dad without getting in his way.
And this is just our street. People in each window probably thinking that their story is the only story.
That they're the only ones who get desperate when someone leaves them. They're the only ones who have to dodge plates, or divide macaroni, or collect rainwater in buckets.
That they're the only family who has seen a perfectly normal human being transform into an alien creature from another planet within hours. That they're the only kid who has to change his shape in order to live with someone without getting hurt.
How do we really know what's going down in the next street? Maybe Susie, a block over, has never jumped on a guy's back before in her Lifetime movie. But she has hidden the dude's car keys.
Or maybe Antoine hasn't dodged a plate in his action movies. But he has dumped flying shoes, hid out in his closet, mapped out strategic decoys to keep his dad off his mom.
And maybe the science fiction Johnny lives in a block over, maybe the alien he lives with doesn't slow down, but speeds up and stays awake for hours, making Johnny perform the same chore over and over again until it's perfect.
How do we know we're not alone?
In our window.
If our window is all that we know.
Every now and then, when I'm walking home late at night, I see a kid, a grown man, or sometimes an exhausted woman, pulling ever so slightly, long after everyone has gone to bed. A mother with no help who wants to walk off the set. A man with no job who's tired of being framed by this pain or that. A child, sick of the part they have to play. A teenager, sick of living out someone else's script for him.
Who told us our life was only as big as our window's pane? Who told me my worldview could only be as big as the movie played out in my house?
I wonder if anyone gets to the end of their life and says, wow, what was I doing in that window all those years? A window is not a dang wall. You can raise a window, you can scream or sing out a window, you can lift a window, cry for help, you can climb out a window.